So yesterday, what did I tell you? What did I tell you yesterday?
He is not happy with the Jets' modicum of success here with their 3-3 record.
And so, sure enough, last night, as I'm watching Monday Night Football and I'm doing my RSS feed look at things, and what do I see on CBS Sports? An aggregated story. Per The Athletic, Rodgers wore a headset and offered suggestions to the Jets coaching staff during the game. The Jets didn't score an offensive touchdown until the final 2 minutes of their 20-14 win, and even that one was the Eagles letting them score after a turnover so they could get the ball back in hopes of having the ball last. But, again, do you see how this is framed? Aaron Rodgers made suggestions. He put on the headset. And despite the fact that they didn't do shit, okay? And the writer, the aggregator, even wrote that context. There's the but. But the locker room was easily influenced by their superstar quarterback's presence. This is from Robert Saleh, head coach. Quote, he wanted to be on the sidelines. It's unbelievable. A lot of people that I've talked to, I won't name names, but who have also had it, referring to the tear in the Achilles, that everyone is in awe that he's even walking. For him to be on the sideline standing the entire time, he's a freakazoid. So hopefully that made Aaron Rodgers feel better. He'll be on with Pat McAfee later today, so I cannot wait to find out. Well, he's going to do two things with Pat McAfee. He's going to give you his pep talk about the Jets, and he's going to lead the little hints that he might be back before the end of the season, which, again, that would be incredible. I'm not going to lie. But the way that people are treating Aaron Rodgers right now is hysterical. Like, oh, my God, did you see him on the field? And he was throwing. Well, I would hope he could throw. I mean,
he didn't hurt his arm.
He didn't tear his rotator cuff, did he? You know, it's like, oh, did you see him throwing and catching? Well, yeah, I would hope so, because the thing that he busted was on his foot. So, yeah, it's good. It's kind of cool that he can throw the ball. So you see what we're doing here? We're just feeding this man things. We're just feeding the ego, and he loves it. But, Aaron, I know you. I know how you operate, and I know what's ultimately bothering him. You know what's bothering him more than the Jets being 3-3 right now? You know what's killing him?
I think the attention has shifted from all Aaron all of the time to, hey, what's that guy who's dating Taylor Swift up to? Wait, is he hanging out with his brother?
Ding, 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 ding,
Oh,
ding.
man, they seem to really love each other.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, all of this saltiness that comes from Aaron Rodgers towards Travis Kelce is because he's dating Taylor Swift. I had a listener point out to me, he's like, well, Aaron Rodgers is dating somebody who's like really attractive and the heir to some fortune. I forgot what it was. And I simply responded to that listener, yeah, that's cool, but is she the biggest pop star on the planet that will put you front and center on every news outlet and will track your whereabouts leaving Saturday Night Live? Like, dude, there are TikToks. Joe, I'm not proud of admitting this, because my algorithm feeds me what I watch.
Yeah.
TikTok has breakdowns of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift holding hands. Like, Travis Kelce's doing some bare minimum boyfriend shit, and people are going nuts. Like, he opened the door for Taylor Swift. Do you see how he's holding her hand? Oh, man. Okay, these are things that are happening right now. It's killing Aaron Rodgers. Killing him that this is happening.
Especially since he's in New York.
Right.
And he thought, look, man, look, I'm going to be the center
of attention. Oh. And last night, the Kelce brothers are hanging out at the Phillies game. Okay.
Which is awesome.
Which is great. And they're pounding beers and the camera's on them. Who doesn't love the Kelces?
And they're probably sitting there going, you know, that Joe Giglio really hates Trey Turner. I can't believe that guy.
That guy's such an ass. And I saw that clip making the rounds. You saw the clip. They're just drinking beers, all that stuff, right? And I thought to myself, I would not put it past Aaron Rodgers to do a couple things later this season.
No.
All right. The first one is reconciling with Jordan Rodgers, his brother. Remember, Aaron Rodgers and his family do not get along. Jordan Rodgers was a contestant on The Bachelor, and like they vaguely referenced the fact that he was Aaron Rodgers' brother because there's some iciness there. It's cold between the Rodgers family, right?
Yeah. Jordan Rodgers, Vanderbilt legend, Wolfpack hero for the day.
Which?
Beat NC State in the Music City Bowl.
Speaking of which, You're probably wondering, how the hell is Joe going to tie this to Taylor Swift?
Oh, was she there?
Well, where's Vanderbilt, Joe?
Nashville.
Where's Taylor Swift when she was
Home
getting her
base?
start? When she was
Nashville.
getting her start.
Nashville.
Okay. Jordan Rodgers apparently shot his shot with Taylor Swift back in the day. Apparently he would leave her tickets.
Jordan Rodgers.
At
Vanderbilt games?
At Vanderbilt games. According to like an Us Weekly story that I saw last night as I was in a deep dive. I'm not proud of this.
Clearly.
I was in a deep dive last night. So I can see it now.
Kelce asked her out on a podcast. So.
Right. So here's Jordan Rodgers leaving tickets for Taylor Swift to shoot his shot. And he jokes about it now. But Aaron Rodgers going, there's my in. So they reconcile and they start a podcast. It's not called New Heights. What would we call it? Like Higher State of Consciousness with Jordan Rodgers and Aaron Rodgers. Well, Aaron Rodgers has to go first because it's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And like the Zooms would suck because he would be in his darkness cave the whole time. Right. And then again, I'm telling you, dude, the source of all of this, all of
family
it,
reunion, brotherly love,
is because Aaron Rodgers is mad that he shot his shot with Taylor Swift and she probably doesn't even know who he is. Meanwhile, Travis Kelce's on Saturday Night Live making cameos. Everybody's losing their mind and going to after parties with Taylor Swift. I'm telling you, dude,